go and cut him off as he's coming around to one of the convenience stores. My wife's already on the phone, 911. I jump out of the car with my ID and badge and everything in hand, trying to yell at him to stop police, and he cruises right on by me. And I'm on light duty. I've been on light duty for the past 4 weeks. I got a broken or fractured arm and a messed up wrist. So there was no harm to anybody or no danger to anybody at this time. So I went ahead and jumped back in my vehicle and raced down towards her, and she yelled at me that the guy just jumped her and gave the description, which we were still watching him as he continued to cross back over on the west side of the road, still going north on US 1. Went ahead and proceeded to go and catch up to him. And as I was coming out of the car, my ID and badge and everything, and he stopped with, there was 2 other gentlemen that had stopped also, and as soon as he saw all 3 of us, the guy jumped off his bike and sat down on the ground, and then I waited till the sheriff's Martin County got there.
Did you get a good look at those 2 other gentlemen? Were they just the guys?
I was too busy trying to figure out what was going on, and I saw what they looked like, but didn't. All I knew was they were there to help me stop the gentleman.
Yeah. Do you think they saw you chasing him?
Yeah, I do. When I had stopped to confront him the first time, they were in the convenience store, and they were looking at me while I was trying to stop the guy. They saw that, I don't know if they saw that I was a deputy or what they saw, but they saw that I was trying to stop him. They saw the commotion. I believe they saw the commotion on the road to the south of me with the young lady, and they yelled, "We're gonna help." So they went ahead and headed that way while I went and checked on her.
What's your, at the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, are you...
I'm a deputy sheriff.
On road patrol? Or?
Currently assigned to court services. So I've been on the road and been in parks, and that's where I'm a law enforcement officer.
Oh, right, but so responding to calls like this is not something that would necessarily be new to you, except under the circumstances, I guess.
Yes. I've been, like I said, I've been doing this for 31 years, and I've gone to everything. And to help her on the side of the road, it's just, it was nice. I was glad I was there, right place at the right time.
Tiffany, how long would you say you were waving cars down until he finally stopped? You said so many people passed you. How long did it feel like you were waiting for someone to stop?
For me, it felt like, it felt like eternity, because my fear was that he was going to come back. Like, I didn't know, because I know, like, he went at me, like, when I first got up, like, he went at me to try to grab me at first, and then I guess he realized that, when I go into the road, he's not really going to have a chance, but it felt like forever. And I look like a crazy, my biggest thing was seriously to act nuts and get as much attention drawn as possible. And just cars are going. Like, I'm in the median and I'm like this. And cars are going. That was heartbreaking to me. It was like heartbreaking as, why didn't the car stop when they see us on the ground? And then I drive that way on a daily basis, and I could see, you could see as plain as day.
Can you go back to the moment where you thought you were saying your life was you couldn't even think about the bad things that were going to happen, and then the moment it switched when you started to gain hope, like you set yourself free? Can you go back to that and set us through that again? How you got away?
The first thing I want to restate is, for me, there was no not having hope. There's no question when it comes to me. I'm going to make it. So there was never a doubt. It's just, how was I going? Just that flash of moment of saying, if I don't keep moving quick, I'm in the brush. I knew that. There's a second, and like I said, he's on top of me, and to drag me over there, and to me, I was just full force, and it was just a click of, I see my children. I have a life. I have kids that are a single mom. They need me. And I'm not going to let a guy take anything from me, you know, in that sense. So I just kept moving. The idea is to keep moving. You never give up, and you never, like, we have inner strength that is amazing. So when I said you go into a place of, like, crazy person, they say what? Unbearable strength when someone goes through a point of, like, nuttiness. So that's where I went.
Right.
You know.
So he was like dragging you, and then
Yeah,
you
he's
you
on
kicked
top
him, you hit
of
him.
me
Yeah.
and laying on top of me, and he's like, "Give it to me," and I'm like, "I'm sorry, I'm not there." I didn't say it. I don't even know if I verbally said, "I'm not giving you a damn thing," or just thought, "No way in that."
Is that all he said to you the whole time that you remember, just those words?
That's all. Like, he said that 2 or 3 times. Besides, shh. Like, he did that. Like, you know, when he came up, you know, behind me, and I turned, and I realized it's not anyone. Like I said, it was as if, like, you're in a movie. It was like a surreal, it was surreal, you know? So, like, moving, and he's like, shh, you know, and then just, you know, grab me by the neck and threw and twist me down, because I hit my head, you know, quite a bit on the ground, because my head up here.
Can I limit this to 2 more questions, and then we're going to wrap this up?